Hey, thanks for tuning in. It's Jeff Kelly at Keller Williams Realty, and today I'm talking to my buddy Luke Rickenstein. Luke is a insurance agent with Texas Farm Bureau, and I kind of wanted to talk to you about insurance as far as owning a house and what somebody would need to know about that, especially sellers.
Great question, and we're seeing this more and more, Jeff. Whenever people go to sell their house, one of the big things that we're getting stuck on is the roofs.
Okay.
There's no secret here in this Burleson area, there's a whole lot of severe weather, whether it be windstorm, hail, or just straight line winds.
Okay.
Like we've had the last couple of days, 45-mile-an-hour gust. That has the potential to do a lot of damage to a roof.
Right.
And so roofs are obviously very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
The insurance companies aren't wanting to buy roofs, but obviously that's covered under the policy. So what that transpires into saying is roofs are in good but not great condition,
Mm-hmm.
but they're maybe 9-10 years old.
Okay.
Insurance companies don't want to put insurance on that.
Okay. Makes sense.
The National Weather Service thinks the average life expectancy of a roof in Johnson County is 7 years.
Wow.
So if you have a 10-year-old roof, anytime you sneeze, you might be getting a new roof.
Right. It could happen any minute.
Sure. And so just because there is no existing damage on it doesn't mean that the insurance company is still going to be excited to insure
Right.
it, because
Okay.
just based on its age, it may need to be replaced very, very soon.
Okay.
My recommendations to people selling their house,
Mm-hmm.
first and foremost, is if you have a roofer you trust, call them. If
Okay.
not, get in touch with you. I know
Okay.
that you have some roofers you know and can do a really good job for you.
Yeah, that's
But
actually a part of our pre-list too.
okay, is have the roofer come out.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about shingle roofs because that's the most common, obviously.
Okay.
If your shingles all lay on top of each other, that's an architectural roof.
Okay.
If it looks like there's a flat rectangle and then
Okay.
next to it there's another
Right.
flat rectangle, that's what we call a three-tab
Three-tab.
roof.
Okay.
The three tabs are where we're seeing the biggest problem.
Okay.
With the shingle, it'll be laying flat on your roof,
Mhm.
but with time, you'll see it start cupping up a little bit like
Okay.
this. Just a little imagination, you can imagine wind coming and it's going to catch those raised edges,
Okay.
blow it off.
Then off they go.
Right. As far as we're concerned on the insurance world, that's just as bad as missing a shingle.
Okay.
Because first time a breeze comes through, you're going to be missing that shingle.
Right.
We don't. So you're going to have a really hard time selling a house that has a bunch of that cupping, because the buyer won't be able to secure insurance
That's correct.
to their
That's
satisfaction.
the problem that we run
Okay.
into. Yeah.
And so my recommendation is have that roofer come out with some tar or some sticky. They can get those laying back flat.
Okay.
They can nail them down before you list your house. You've already nipped that problem. And unfortunately, that's the kind of issue, and correct me if I'm wrong, that's going to come up after you're under contract.
Right.
You think you've sold the house, you found your next house, you're all excited,
Yeah.
but your buyer can't find insurance because your roof is in that
Right.
condition.
Yeah.
If your roof if you have your pre-list, so you have your roofer come out, he does your roof inspection. If he thinks there's some damage on the roof,
Mhm.
go ahead and file an insurance claim
Okay.
and have that roofer be there to
Okay.
make sure that the roofer and the adjuster are looking at all the same things that he
Okay.
saw. Lots of times what will happen, because we have so much severe damage here, just because your roof isn't leaking doesn't mean
That
that
means it's not damaged.
Right.
Or it's susceptible to some kind of damage.
and the hail dents you'll see up in the shingles,
Mhm.
those don't directly cause leaking immediately.
Okay.
They're obviously damage to your roof, but you may not notice it in the way of water spots on your ceiling or
Right.
anything.
Okay.
So
Right, very good.
have that roofer come out, do the inspection like you do on the pre-list. If there's damage, go ahead, file a claim, have the roofer be there with you.
Okay.
Have the roofer be there with the adjuster.
Okay.
And then, if nothing else, make sure the roofer goes through and any small affordable touch-ups you can do, tacking the
Do it
shingle
ahead of
down,
time.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Get ahead of it, take care of that, because it's
Okay.
going to be an issue, and it could cost you hundreds now or thousands later.
Right. And I could see where if we do it before we put it on the market, now you're either using a realtor that I trust, and I've used, not a realtor, a roofer that I've used
Right.
1,000 times, or somebody you know. If we get a buyer involved, you may wind up with the buyer's agent's favorite roofer or their roofer, and it's not going to be to your advantage. So that's for sure. The next thing I want to ask you is probably some things that are on everybody's mind. All these hurricanes and what's going to happen this next year with all the crazy 2017 that we had.
I'm glad you asked. So in the insurance world, not only do local events affect our rates, insurance, simply to put it, you put this much in the bank, everyone pays a little bit, and then large portions go out to the people who need it.
Okay.
Well, the more that has to be paid out, they have to increase the premiums to get
To make
enough
up for it.
to get enough back into that bank to make sure they can pay for all the claims.
Okay.
So the local disasters, the hurricanes, again, this is the weatherman's going to correct me, but the 7th or 8th consecutive year with a tornado in Johnson County. Those are all going to directly affect our rates.
Okay.
Even the international incidents we're seeing, or the out of state, the fires in California, the earthquakes in Mexico, all of those disasters are going to have an impact on your rates.
Okay.
Moral of the story, you get your renewal before your policy renews.
Right.
Look at it, you should see a premium increase.
Okay.
I don't know of a company out there that's not taking a premium increase. Some of them are minor, ranging from 8% up to, I've heard some rumors of up to 30% in some areas.
Wow.
So huge changes in your premium.
Okay.
But a change in your premium is better than no change in your premium.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
Well, they have to adjust your policy.
Okay.
So I'd be shocked to find a policy that didn't have a premium increase or coverage is removed or limited.
Ooh, okay.
If your roof went from, you have that roof damage that we were talking about, you have to file a claim, you pay your deductible, the insurance company covers everything else.
Right.
That's how most people expect their policy to work. The trend is insurance companies are moving towards actual cash value on roofs, which means the depreciated value.
Right.
So you pay your deductible, the insurance company gives you some money, and then you're responsible for coming out of pocket to pay the difference between that amount and how much the roof actually cost.
Okay.
So you could be thousands more dollars out of pocket.
Okay.
I'd much rather have $100 increase in my homeowner's premium than be slapped every 7 years with another $3,000 out of pocket for my roof.
Absolutely, for sure. Well, Luke, if somebody had questions about their policy or want to shop their insurance, how do we get in touch with you?
Best way to get in touch with me, you can find my page linked to Jeff's here, or my direct cell phone number. This is personal line, same one that my wife calls me on. It's 254 area code 366-9586.
All right, very good. Well, listen, man, I appreciate you coming in and educating us a little bit about roofs, and we'll talk to you later.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Jeff.
And thanks for watching.